Welcome back to PFD Auto. On this episode, we're going to abandon everything that we did in the last two episodes about the shifter. Realize that shifter needs to move up. Cutting that piece down, just not going to work. So we're going to ditch that plate. We're going to start something totally new today. Here we are, back in the PFD Auto fab shop, side of my house. Today's a little bit different though. We're going to be working with wood. It's something I'm a little bit more familiar with, and honestly, it's a little bit more forgiving and a whole lot less expensive when you mess up. I'd like to build every piece of this car myself, but there's certain things that I just can't do. So today, we're going to build a prototype out of wood. Once I get it all finished up, we're going to get it 3D scanned, and we'll have it machined out of aluminum. I think it'll match the build a little bit better. It'll definitely match the shifter a little bit better. And it'll be more precise than my oval holes in a steel plate. So, all that said, let's get started. So I was in the car playing with some ideas. I need these two holes and these two holes as mounting points. As you can see, when you put this shifter gasket on here, two of our holes disappear. That's kind of a problem if you're trying to mount them from the top. But what we're going to try to do is mount them from the bottom. Then we'll take this, it'll be on the top, and we'll mount the shifter to the spacer that we make. Should be sitting up about this high. To get started, since I'm so bad at lining up holes, we're going to drill a hole in this piece of wood using the same diameter hole saw. Actually, the same hole saw. It'll probably just burn through because it's made for metal, but I don't have a wood one. Into a piece of wood, and then we'll line this up and kind of make a rough shape of what we're going after. So, to get started, let's cut a big old hole in this piece of plywood. So what I've done so far is just drilled a hole. I use this as kind of my guide to line this up because it fits pretty well. You got to remember that right here we've got that little bracket, and this needs to set about like that. I haven't decided if I'm going to chop this off or what yet, but this is pretty much where it needs to be. Considered throwing this around backwards, but then we've just got two spots to chop off. I like this a little bit better. So that said, this is the shape that we actually need to make this work. Well, that couldn't have worked out any worse. And this is why you use wood to prototype. Building a base plate, I forgot that that's going to be way too far there. And there's no way that hole will ever line up. These two look okay over here, but this one, if I can see the edge, it's too far down. Now this isn't the end of the world because I can use this as my top plate. So I'll probably just do that. I'll end up just trimming this off the rest of the way. We'll use this as the top piece. And I'll start a new piece for the bottom. Well, since I did such a great job cutting this plate out and not really accounting for the extra gaps and things like that, I'm going to use this one. I am going to just randomly drill a hole, and then we will line this up with it and cut it out accordingly. I am going to use it to give me a rough idea of where I need a hole. Alright, base plate. Let's get some holes drilled in this guy. On second thought, just to be safe, to make sure that these holes that I have over here that I really need line up, I know these holes line up with the car. I know this lines up with this hole, so I'm going to drill these holes out. I'm going to bolt that wood piece down to the car, and then I'm going to drill from underneath and get these holes dialed in straight. Got my plate bolted down. Well, my temporary plate. You can see here the wood sticking through. Bolt there, bolt there, bolt there. And now what I need to do is transfer these holes here. See if I can get those to actually come in into the wood. That's those two and those two that I kept trying to build a template for and failing miserably. Well, I'm not worried about the threads in those anymore, so I'm going to drill from down here up. That way I'll get exact representations of where those holes are at. Now that my eyes are full of metal and wood shavings, there ain't no chance that these holes don't work. I'm at least 99% sure they're in the right place. I can see light through them. I think we're good to go. Well, now I've got two pieces, templates in essence. Probably better templates than I made out of cardboard or anything else. These ones directly fit, guaranteed. These holes here, I know they work. Now what I can do is start stacking this stuff up, figuring out how I need to build this, and getting it 100% dialed in. So if I line this all up, you can see this hole's interfered with. That's not too big of a deal. We can cut that out. This is definitely hanging too far over the top to make it to where my bolt hole for the center console goes, but we can work that out too. Now we've got some thickness. This is a lot thicker than this was. I don't know if you can see that too well on camera, but we're dealing with 1/4 inch here. This is 3/16. Now what we can do is figure out some more mounting holes, toss the shifter on here, see if it actually makes the clearance difference that we need, or if we need to stack up a little bit higher. Shifter mounted-esque. All the holes are lining up, and that's what we were going for. And this was 3/16. This didn't exist. We've got our rubber mount here. It's pretty much pressed down in there. Now let's see underneath the car if that gives us the gap that we need. So this is with 2 plates, and that is looking pretty good. I think we can actually go a little bit higher, and this piece is adjustable. So it could come down. I have it screwed all the way down. I think I'm going to build one more top piece. And then we should be good. We can start shaping and figuring it out, and then we can just bring this down to where it just barely skims across here. 3 plates. Couple things these all have in common. I went ahead, drilled some holes in the last plate I made, but all of those holes need to line up. The other thing they have in common is this size hole down the center. So what I intend to do is use this as kind of a centering point and use these bolts to line up all the holes. That way when I glue it all together, it actually lines up. Novel idea, I know, right? Got me some Gorilla Glue here. Says this stuff sets up super fast. Hold in 30 seconds. Or I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to glue all this stuff together. Probably clamp it together with some nuts and bolts. Let it dry up. Then we can decide kind of what shape we want it to take. Here's the glued together 3-layer with the rubber gasket in here, and we still got some room that we could come up. The only problem is I don't want the shifter sticking out super high. I can get a shorter one or have the one I have machined down, but that also affects your leverage, how easy it is to shift. But I'm going to get that bar underneath, and then we'll go from there. So even with the 3rd layer here, I still got lots of room between this and the floor. like a full finger width. Nearly. I guess I should put the other side on. Put a bar in between here and see where it needs to be, because the front is pretty close to touching. So I just got some dowel here, and looking at this, that's all she's got. I can fit my fingers through there, but just barely. I mean, I could come up a tiny bit more, but not really much. Now the drive shaft still hit. I might need that tiny bit of extra room. I can get a little bit shorter, so I think we're going to go 4 layers up top. We'll see how that works. Well, the last time we were under the car, we realized that we still had a tiny bit of gap that we could use, and we needed every bit that we can get. So we were going to add a 4th layer to this, and I realized a couple of things. Number one, this is already all glued up. It's going to be kind of a pain to match it. And number two, where I wanted to thread these holes in, I did not leave any meat to actually thread them in. Also, all these holes are drilled too big to tap for the bolts that I'm using. So I built a new one. I did this off camera. Didn't figure you wanted to watch me cut up a bunch of wood again. Plus it took a while for it to glue up. But I've got all my holes drilled and they are tapped even though it's wood. So we're going to bolt this guy in and bolt the shifter to the top. See if we have the room that we need. New spacer all mounted up. Well, everything's just kind of sitting here. I got to get some shorter screws now, but I made a little tab, goes over the front. I can still bolt my center console down, but I've got enough room for the rubber gasket all the way around. Got provisions for my bolts coming through the bottom on the other side, and on this side, that's why it's kind of a funky shape. But now we have to go underneath and see if we made the correct amount of room for the drive shaft. As you can see here, I've got my little wooden dowel hooked up. It's cheesy, but it works. And one thing I will say is I can get all the way left and right and it doesn't hit anything. It doesn't hit the car, it doesn't hit the wood. You can go all the way forward and back, and it actually works. There's the tiniest, I mean tiniest gap in between here. But you can see it's free and not rubbing. This is with this all the way tightened up. And with that, eyeballing this drive shaft, I've got the silliest of millimeters, but it doesn't hit. Well, it sure has been a journey, but I think we're at our final version. We started with this steel plate. I honestly thought this was going to work really well. Neat idea. Boy, is it heavy and obviously not thick enough. Then we went to wood. Good idea, but I wasn't thinking ahead for tapping and drilling holes and things, and this one just wasn't quite thick enough. So we've got the newest one here, which I really like. I think this is going to work out well. It's got provisions to mount the center console and have the rubber fit all the way around. So found a place that's going to prototype this for me. They will 3D scan it, they will get it into CAD, and then machine it out. I'm assuming we'll take out some of this unneeded meat in here, lighten this thing up quite a bit. With any luck, we'll get to see that process. I'm going to see if they'll let us get in there. Not quite sure yet, but if we do, you'll see it on a future episode. And until then, we're going to wrap this one up because I'm kind of stuck until this gets done. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you have anything to say, any ideas, anything that might make my life a little easier, drop in the comments below. I'll be sure to check it out. If you like this video, please give it a like. It really helps out with the YouTube stuff, and I sure would appreciate it. We'll see you next time on PFD Auto.